Okay, hello everybody. I'm gonna do something quite unusual today. I'm going to do a reaction video. I'm going to react to Shoe0nHead because this video actually touched me in a very interesting way. So I'm not. This video came out pretty recently, and yes, it's quite an interesting topic, especially that I know the anime itself, or more like the anime movie. So yes, I didn't want to address it when it happened. I wanted a bit for the wave to slow down and stop. So I'm gonna just play the video and yes, we'll see.
Men, what do they want? Money, status, fast
Money, status. Money as status, no.
expensive cars? What is the ultimate male fantasy? Is it fame, fortune, 3 hot chicks at once?
Okay, so no, and no. No.
Hell yeah, brother. No, according to men on the internet, it's something a little more simple.
Okay. I hope I don't get in trouble with it, but let's just skip it a bit. Just in case.
As I was working on an upcoming video, I made the terrible mistake of logging onto Twitter, where I saw
So does everybody.
this post. A montage from the anime Josie, the Tiger, and the Fish, a movie about a college student who is assigned to take care of a paraplegic girl, and spoiler, eventually they fall in love. Many men were yearn posting in the replies of this tweet and talking about how they wish to fall in love and would love a relationship like this.
Okay, so yes, I've seen those posts. Yeah, it went down very, very bad. Very, very dark, very, very bad. It was not a good time. It was not a good time to be any gender. Like, it's just no. Absolutely not. The answers and the replies there was absolutely crazy. And just to not get attacked, I was like, I'm not going to even address them. It was more fun to be at the sidelines and listen to the arguments.
While many others, mostly women, were absolutely f***ing disgusted at this. Why would a bunch of men be fantasizing about being with a woman in a wheelchair? Seems pretty creepy and predatory, right?
No, actually not. Oh, I'm gonna be so blamed for this. No, it's like he's not with the woman because of the issues. In fact, he absolutely hates it at the very beginning. Like, imagine you get a job you never wanted, and then the client you have to work with is absolutely sassy and against you, and tells you to do absolute bullshit all the time. That's basically the beginning of it. Like, who would enjoy that?
Also just unrealistic and problematic. Well, in this video, we are going to be talking about why so many men resonated to that clip and this movie, and why so many people are so confused as to why. We are also going to be reading some absolutely unhinged tweets,
Oh,
as
yes.
usual, to get to the bottom of why
The
such a
unhinged.
wholesome post turned into, once again, another battlefront for the ongoing, never-ending gender war. Men versus
Yay.
women, women versus men, the male loneliness epidemic, the female loneliness epidemic, the dealing with dating apps. Do men prefer thin women or curvy women? Brunettes or blondes? Do women like dad bods or fit men? Do they like...
Okay, we get it. Oh,
You ever just accept that some products are just garbage? Like, for years I thought ripping your tights on the first wear was just a part of being a human woman. We just accepted that. That's just how it is, sweetie. But that shouldn't be how it is. It's a bad design. And that's why I like Henson shaving. Because if you've ever used a multi-blade razor, you're probably sick of the irritation, the razor burn, the overpriced blades, and you probably think, that's just the way it is. But it doesn't have to be how it is. Thanks to Henson Shaving. Henson Shaving is on a mission to improve shaving, with no gimmicky subscriptions or moisturizing strips, but with real innovation and a focus on your skin's health. What really sets Henson apart is their engineering, with their Henson AL13 safety razor being manufactured in an aerospace machine shop that built parts for the International Space Station. This precision allows the blade to extend just 1/1000th of an inch beyond the shave plane, less than the thickness of a human hair. The razor prevents any bouncing or skipping, resulting in an irritation-free shave every time. And here's the best part. Once you invest in a Henson razor, it's a lifetime purchase. The only thing you'll need to replace are the blades, which literally cost only 10 cents each. So once you own the razor, you'll be spending like $3 to $5 on blades, compared to the ongoing cost of buying expensive plastic cartridges. Henson's store offers a variety of colors and even a titanium version, so you can pick the razor that best fits your style. So if you're tired of razor burn and overpaying for blades, now is the perfect time to make the switch. Just head over to hensonshaving.com/shoe and add both a Henson razor and the 100 blades to your car, and then enter code SHOE at checkout to get the 100 blades for free with your purchase. Your skin, your wallet, and your environment will thank you. Big thanks to Henson Razor for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. You didn't skip the ad, right? Now...
Okay, so I usually like to play the ads. For the very simple reason is because they got money out of it, and if I already react to their videos, which is basically a form of stealing, that's why I very, very rarely react to videos, then at least, you know, I watch the ad and then I share it to the 3 people who's going to watch my video. All right, back to the video.
Now let's get back to the video. Now, I am not an anime connoisseur. In fact, I basically know nothing about anime. I am probably the most tourist of all the tourists. Yeah, hi. I have a question. Was the upskirt shot necessary in order to advance the plot?
Yes. Every single goddamn time. That's a yes. Okay, moving on.
I watched Pokemon and Sailor Moon when I was a kid, and a few years ago I watched Beastars on Netflix. Legoshi, best boy. Not a furry, by the way. And honestly, that's about it for my anime consumption.
She had to specify that she's not a furry. Lies. Like, look into my eyes. Look. It's okay. We don't judge here.
Unless you're counting VTubers. If you're counting VTubers, I watch a lot of anime. But because of this video going viral, I watched Josie the Tiger and the Fish, and, well, I thought it was a good movie. I recommend watching.
Yes, I do recommend watching it. It's a very good, very, very good movie. It has very good quality. The story is very compelling. And it portrays accurately, well, somewhat accurately, of the difficulties and the struggles, and yeah, it's a pretty well balanced one. I do highly recommend to watch it.
I thought it was a really cute, good story. I only cried a little bit. I completely understood what the tweet meant by calling it the average male fantasy. So what was wrong with it? Why did this clip go so viral in such a negative way? Why were thousands of people angry at this post?
Okay, so I'm gonna go on a tangent for those who did not watch this. Okay, this is spoiler, so if you continue watching it, then you're gonna get spoiled, and it's not my problem. I've warned you. So stop it now and just skip it. So, this scene is the scene when the girl asks the boy to go and visit the sea. During the travels, the girl tells the boy that she asked her father if the sea is actually salty. But when her father took her out when she was young, she was scared of the waves. Thus, she did not try out the experiment, I guess would be the best way to word it. She did not take a sip of the ocean. And so, after getting to the edge of the beach, she was absolutely curious. Like, nothing could have stopped her. So she started rolling her wheelchair into the sand. And as we all know, the sand is not very kind to friction. And her wheelchair beached up. So she fell on the ground. The boy tried to help her, but she started crawling towards the ocean nice and slowly. And the boy picked her up and decided that instead of letting her crawl into the ocean like a crab, you're gonna pick the girl up. He went knee deep into the water, so ripped shoes and socks. They got wet. And as he was moving around in the water splashed the girl, and then she tried out the sea salt, and she was absolutely happy that it was actually salty, as she read in books. And this is basically the scene when she tells the boy of like, yes, it's salty. It's exactly how I thought it is gonna be. And then the girl just starts absolutely freaking out in a good way. Like, she's absolutely happy. And the boy is trying his hardest to not fall with the girl. So yeah, that's the end of the spoiler. Let's go back. So yeah, it's actually a very sweet moment. So calling that small clip a perverted fantasy, I'm like, no, it's not. The boy heard the girl's dream, and then he done everything he could to make it possible. Like, what's perverted in that? Like, for real, for real.
Well, let us dilly-dally no longer and read some of these angry replies to get a better understanding of what the issue is, shall we? Wholesome male fantasy, and it's fetishizing a disabled girl for him to control. Oh!
Oh no. First of all, it was the girl who was controlling the boy. Because the whole debacle was started as she ran away from home. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that right. She managed to juke her grandmother, crawl into her wheelchair, and speed off from home. And the guy found her trying to cross the train road. So I guess the girl was in more control than the boy right there. So take that. Sorry for the extra spoilers. God damn it.
Oh no. They think, oh god, why? Always vulnerable, always happy, always needs you. Pretty perverted. Where are these fan fictions coming from? There were like hundreds of tweets just like this. Why did they see a cute montage of a happy couple, a man and a woman happy?
Clarification. They are not a couple. They're not even dating. She currently calls him as her caretaker. That's it. And actually, his job was to make sure that she doesn't leave the house. So he fucked up as a caretaker. So, god damn it.
Together. I know, unheard of. Why did they see that and then immediately come to these conclusions? Like, as someone who actually watched the movie, Josie is not always happy. And she's absolutely not portrayed as some, like, vulnerable,
Oh yes, definitely not.
sex doll waifu. She's boisterous, she kind of has a foul mouth, she's very sassy and headstrong. She, like, straight up calls him her servant. But she was also very depressed. She basically never left her house. She was basically a girl failure. As a former girl failure, I love to see representation in media.
What? What? Okay.
Basically a girl failure. As a former girl failure, I love to see representation in media. But they actually show her disability, like, not in a good way. Like, they don't romanticize it, they don't sugarcoat it. And I noticed, unlike a lot of movies, unlike a lot of romance movies, at least like the Hallmark kind, where it's like the stuffy male lead learning to live life from the quirky, cute female lead, he's already got his shit together. And she learns to live life from him. He encourages her to live her dreams. And in return, he learns to live life in a completely different way. And I thought that was...
That's a perfect way to explain the plot without revealing spoilers. I wish I had that skill in me. Instead, I'm just gonna spoiler it continuously and everybody gonna hate me. Oh well.
really cool and sweet. Also, the animation was really good. Is anime good?
Anime is good, yes. That is 100% clarification. Anime is good. No, anime is great. I recommend it. Yes, but make sure you choose the right one for yourself. There's a big variety of anime, and not everything is suited for everybody. That's all I'm gonna say.
Have I been sleeping on anime this entire time?
Yes.
His fantasy is that she becomes permanently disabled and helplessly dependent on him, but can still make him a sandwich. Sounds about right. Oh my god, after watching the movie, these tweets are even more insane. But
They
even
are,
putting
yes.
the movie aside, just seeing that like cute montage out of context, where the fuck are they getting this? These are very clearly just two happy people. But because the caption was the average male fantasy, their mind immediately goes to the darkest, worst faith interpretation of this. The problem is these people can't see any humanity in men. They can't see any humanity in humanity in general. Average male.
That is so true. No humanity seen. No. This is why I left Twitter for a while, because no. This is just too much for me. I'm not made for this.
Male fantasy equals girlfriend with no agency who's completely physically dependent on you and forced into blanket subservience and compliance. Sounds about right.
Subservience and compliance. I think the girl made more headaches for the guy than he ever wanted in his life.
Right. You males are weird for fetishizing physically disabled women. Average male fantasy is having a physically disabled girl that they can abuse however they want. Got it.
What? Excuse me. What?
Not to be that guy, I'm gonna be that guy. The infantilization of the physically disabled here is a little, dare I say, ableist? The implication here that people in wheelchairs cannot find love, and if they do, the person who loves them literally just loves them because they can't run away. Weird. Average men.
No, that's not weird. That is problematic. You need help. Seek medical assistance immediately. Thank you.
Men can't even be nice to their healthy and normal girlfriend. What makes you think they'll be able to handle disabled person?
Wait. What?
Men can't even be nice to their healthy and normal girlfriend. What makes you think they'll be able to handle disabled person as their lover?
Okay. What do you mean by normal? I need some specifications there, Mr. or Miss. What do you mean by normal? What is normal to you? Because I need to know. Like, I do need to know now. I've just no. I need details now. What do you mean by normal? What do you mean? What do you mean by normal? Because that is no. That's just no. That's wrong on so many levels. Absolutely not. Like, what is your problem? Who hurt you? Please take medical advice. Like, something is clearly not good. Okay.
Whoa. Normal? What do you mean by normal?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Shoe0nHead. Yes, we both would like to hear the answer to that question. What do you mean by normal? Please clarify. Thank you.
These people are just so ableist, chat. Can you believe it? Chat? Chat? I don't even live stream. Who's chat? I'm disabled, blind.
Yeah, who's chat? I do have a chat, but who is chat?
So I showed this to my boyfriend. He says, I love you because you're you, and you make my days happier. So what if I have to drive you places or help you with cooking and cleaning? I would have done that anyway. Disability has nothing to do with it. I love you.
Exactly. That post just clearly said the exactly correct way. Why do I have a feeling that people gonna mock this post? Like, why do I have a feeling people is going to be absolutely mean about replying to this one? Like, I can feel it in my bone.
Ma'am, I don't know how to tell you this, but, your boyfriend is a rapist. So,
Oh my god.
sorry you had to find out this way. You show this as fantasy because it's not true for the majority of men who participate in abuse of disabled people.
Okay, there is no majority of men who does such a thing. It's a very, very small minority. So no. What the hell are you talking about? Like, I'm sorry that you're sour because your dates have been absolutely horrible because of the type of guy you pick that you meet in the bar, and he's clearly been working to be a pickup artist and then just leave you the next morning. But maybe that's not the place for you to pick up a guy, because those guys are trained to do that. And yes, even regular man hates those guys. So yeah, don't base a whole gender a couple of scumbags. Thank you.
No, the fantasy is the woman appreciates his efforts to make her happy. Stop lying and abusing women and the disabled.
What? Okay. I did not expect this to be this critical. Now I realize it. What did I start?
Your meds, schizo.
Yes.
You don't even know that fucking guy. What do you mean stop abusing women and the disabled? Bitch, who are you? Also, the majority of men participate in abuse of disabled people. Are you okay? The majority of men are not abusers.
Yep. See, she knows it. We are not. Oh. What's wrong with humanity?
That is a very, very small minority of men. The majority of men are men that just wake up, take a shit, get out of bed, take a shower, go to work, come home, and wait for GTA 6 to come out.
Okay, I'm all of that except waiting for GTA 6. Because I'm a PC gamer and it's not coming on PC. So, close.
That is the majority of men. Men commit 95% of all rape, but okay.
Thank you for the statistics, but how does that correlate to everything we've been talking about so far? What?
Barging into the romance section of Barnes & Noble like, attention everyone! Rape! Where is that coming from? So close, this is fetish content. Ah yes, the dirtiest, most taboo of all fetishes. A happy relationship.
Okay, as I said, they were not in a relationship right now, so it's not even a happy relationship, it's just literally a happy moment. So yes, if you are in a position where you can only have a happy moment by fantasizing it, yeah, seek medical advice, please. Like, something is very wrong in your life and you need help. You need desperate help. and yeah, seek friends and stuff like that. I don't know. It's very sad.
Honestly, in 2025, that might be true. Oh, you want a wife and kids? You sick fuck. It is literally just a perverted fantasy, LMAO. You think it's a perverted fantasy because, how do I put this nicely? You are a pervert.
Ooh, they call out. Wow. Okay. That's just wow. Okay, she just absolutely caught him out on it, and I have all but respect for you for saying it. That is it as it is. Good job, Shoe0nHead. Major respect.
Literally seeing a cute montage of a male and female character having fun together, being in love together, and being like, rape! He's a rapist! This is a fetish! Are these people okay?
No.
Stop watching porn. Wait, this is a woman. Okay, stop reading Taken by the Werewolf Billionaire.
What? Taken by the Werewolf Billionaire. What? I've never even heard of that book. Okay, I'm curious now.
Or whatever the fuck you read. I swear to God, some of the shit women read would
50
make the
Shades
most
of Grey.
depraved internet gooner blush. Or so I've been told. This
Sure.
is literally just
Sure. We believe you. We believe you. Or not.
fetish. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna pretend there's nobody out there who's like, she can't run away, she has no legs.
Oh my God. What? No. Look me in the eye. That just caused psychological damage to me. Like, no. Do not do that again. Like, no. My soul took damage from that second. Bad Shoe0nHead. No. Oh my God.
Nobody out there who has a crippled, disabled fetish, okay? I've been on the internet for 20 years. I've been on DeviantArt. I've seen shit you wouldn't believe.
Oh my God.
The majority of people,
Not the DeviantArt.
probably most, if not all the people responding to this.
I bet she's been on 4chan as well. I guarantee. 4chan, that was an interesting way of life. Though even Reddit is not safe. The amount of shit you see on Reddit is just absolutely despicable. Okay, I'm going too far away. Let's move back on.
Do not have a cripple fetish, okay? In fact, her being in a wheelchair basically has nothing to do with it. Much like how females coom over, like, vampires or, like I said before, the billionaire werewolf fantasy. This is just the average male fantasy distilled down to its most extreme. So what is the average male fantasy? The average male fantasy is the fantasy of both men and women alike.
Are you trying to refer that to like the how to say this? What I would presume is the average male fantasy is obviously having a family to care about. Like having somebody who you know that it's always there for you, that you can care about and they care about you. Because a lot of times, it's especially true in America, that a lot of men want to be providers, to provide, because there's a lot of like systematic, not even systematic. It's more like that's how we've been raised, to protect and provide, to look out, to be kind to women. So yeah, my average the average male fantasy, I believe it would be having some people to care about, to protect, and to be able to provide for them. Like having a family, basically. Yeah.
It is simply to love and to be loved. But more specifically, the male fantasy is to be a protector and a provider for those that they love.
Oh my God.
In this because we are going
Okay. I did not watch this video before. Alright. I know people is gonna be like, oh, pretty much. No, I did not watch the video before, okay? I just predicted what she's gonna say. Oh, people are not gonna believe me anyway. God damn it.
to come back to this in a big way, trust me. The average male fantasy is being a globally known terrorist. The average male fantasy is that a woman who isn't fat. The average male fantasy is actually job security. You know what? These guys may have a point here.
Job security, yeah. It's not really a fantasy, it's more like a desire, I'd say.
Pedophile alert.
No. Man want disabled child wives? No. So, just to clarify, the female is, I think, 1 or 2 years older than the man. I'm 100% sure she's older, but I'm not sure how much. But just a couple of years, 1 or 2. But yeah, so no, there's no child. Like, they're both in their 20s. I think the guy's 20, the girl 22. Or something like that. But yeah, they're both in like early 20s. So no, there's no child involved.
Disabled child wives? Average male fantasy is a disabled child? More proof that men are pedos.
No. Absolutely not. They're both adults. No. Stop. Cease.
That's a little girl.
No, it's not. Why don't you just give it a watch before you start commenting stupid shit?
This is weird. So, first of all, she's literally older than the guy. The guy is 22 and she is 24.
There we go. Thank you very much for proving it. But yeah. There we go. So yeah, there's no child involved.
In anime years, he is practically hag maxing.
What? Meet the hag maxers, Gen Z's new social trend of dating older women. Social media Gen Z men are ditching casual sex with their women to pursue long-term relationship with financially stable and experienced millennial ladies. Okay. What? That's the first I've heard about that.
And yes, she may be physically disabled, but aren't all men mentally disabled in some special way? At least the ones in my audience.
Gee, thanks. I feel special now.
They will freely admit this. Maybe she, the older woman, is taking advantage of this sensitive young man. Have you ever thought of that? She looks like an
Sensitive young man. Yeah, right.
11-year-old child. Where are her breasts?
What kind of question is that? Oh, she's flat-chested. She must be a child. Brother, there's so many flat-chested older women. Like, and wait, isn't this a woman? Like, what's wrong with you? Is this a jealousy? Or is this just a personal attack on all the other women? Like, that's just not right.
First of all, really weird way to say that. She looks like a child. Show me her titties. Also, I love how, like, when anime women have huge boobs, it's disgusting, Kumar brain or whatever. But if the anime woman has small boobs, she is a child and you're a chimo. Can't fucking win.
Oh, yeah.
Also, if she had big boobs, they'd absolutely be like, wow, look at this sexualization of the disabled. Also, you know, like, adult women can be flat-chested, right? Like, that actually exists in real life.
Yes, it does. And it's a-okay. Don't take it out of context. Thank you.
Like, adult human women can have small boobs. We love all titties here on the Shoe0nHead channel. All titties is good titties. End of story. Women fantasy. A boyfriend with depth and the loving, soft, deeply caring side of them. Men's fantasy. 12-year-old anime girl who looks and speaks like a toddler. Also notice...
What do you mean looks and speaks like a toddler? Nani the fuck is wrong with you? She speaks like a sailor. Absolutely not. She's a sassy little... I'm not even gonna finish that. No. Time for you to watch it.
Notice how she's literally the shape and size of a child. Yuck.
No, they are actually almost the same height. They are very closely the same height. I think the guy is just like, well, half a head taller than the girl.
Have you people ever seen a child? No, you're all childless. Silly me. She's not even that short. She's just sitting. See, like when they're laying side by side.
See? Oh no, it's probably like a head taller. My bad.
She's like a full-grown adult woman. Why do these people look at this and immediately think of child rape? Go to therapy. And listen, I know with anime it can get a little weird, right? Like, excuse me, Poo Poo Pee Pee Chan is 2,000 years old and this is Poo Poo Pee Pee Chan.
Yes, god damn it. That is very much accurate in way too many animes. There are way too many animes where a very small lolly girl is like 1,000 years old and everybody's like, why?
But this does not even look like a child. This looks like a cute woman. This is like a random rant, but I feel like there are no more cute women nowadays. You know what I mean? You have all like the Insta baddies, the e-thoughts, the e-girls, the muscle mommies, the boss babes, the boy babes. But I feel like
Why? Why? That's all I'm gonna say. Why?
every woman is just hot now. Which, by the way, I don't think is healthy for the male psyche whatsoever. You shouldn't wake up and be able to scroll through pictures of, like, the hottest woman you've ever seen in your life, like, 20 times before you've had, like, your morning cup of coffee. You shouldn't log in and immediately be one-shotted by 10 tens all day, as if that wouldn't make you go insane, as if that wouldn't make you crash out. Like, back in the day, you'd probably see, like, one fine dame on your...
One fine dame. Show us your ankles, my lady.
bus ride to work, and you'd think about her for 40 years until the day you die. That's how it used to be. That's how it should be. Now every woman...
That's how it should be? Ouch. Fair enough.
...is like a crazy, hot, unobtainable Instagram goddess with the fattest of ass. Zoomers don't know how good we had it. You'd go to Blockbuster and the 21-year-old cashier behind the counter would be the most adorable woman you've ever seen. No Botox, no lip filler, just a pure soul, full of joy and whimsy. And now women are full of hate and SSRIs. But they're hot. They're hotter than they've ever been.
Full of hate, but they're hot. The justification is crazy.
They're hotter and more depressed than they've ever been in history. Sad. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, anime.
She went on a rampage. she went on a complete rant and crashed out and lost the topic. She had to go back and be like, what are we talking about? I know the feeling. Happens to me all the time.
I didn't take my Vyvanse today, could you tell?
Yes, I
Men's
could.
fantasy. A big titty woman with the face of a 16-year-old that is useful for cooking, cleaning, and sex.
Okay. So I see contradiction. I see big titty here, while previously they said no titty. So what is it, guys? Like, I need quantifications of volume here. It can't be both ways.
Women's fantasy. Gets treated like a queen and a man who keeps tracks of our periods so he can take care of us.
No. That is absolutely disgusting. No. Like, I agree with the first part. Treated like a queen. That's it. That's the point until I agree. The rest is like absolutely. I don't think there's a single woman out there who would want their partner to keep track of their periods. Like, no, it's just absolutely weird. Like, at that point, like, when does it stop? Like, are you gonna start keeping track of her or the other bodily fluid extake as well, and just keep an Excel chart of like how many times she uses the restroom as well? Because why not? Like, no, that is just absolutely gross and crossing a line. Do not do that.
I think I speak for a lot of women here when I say our fantasies do not, in fact, include men tracking our periods.
Yes. Yes, I do agree on that.
Personally, if my husband was like, honey, just a reminder, you're in your luteal phase, I'm taking the kids. Men like to pretend they want this, and then they beat their wife when dinner isn't ready, or their son when he's misbehaving. First of all, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry for you as well. My condolences. Look, things don't get better in your family, but you always have friends to lean on for help. You can do this.
But there are in fact good men out there. I've seen them. Some may be in this very audience.
Yeah, no. This is a Shoe0nHead audience. Even she can't keep a straight face with that one.
Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. This is the Shoe0nHead audience. You're all gremlins. Male.
Wait. Does that mean I'm a gremlin too? God damn it.
Fantasy equals a woman that can't run away from him. A woman that's dependent on him. Interesting. When men are involved, it's basic survival instinct to assume the worst. Men are guilty until they prove themselves in a...
What? What kind of a law school have you been going? And where did you get your law degree? Because I want to know where you got this knowledge from. I need answers.
You know what? I take my opinions back on free speech. I changed my mind. No more free speech. No more free speech until you bitches learn to behave. A woman's fantasy is a man who won't rape her, and a man's fantasy is raping a woman.
No. That is a hard no. I don't think I've ever met a man who told me that his fantasy is raping a woman. So, no. You might need to fact check that one before you post it next time. Thank you.
I'm sorry, where is the rape, ma'am? Maybe that's how you...
Yes, we are all wondering about that. Shoe0nHead. We are all wondering about that.
You see it, because you're brainwashed to hate men. So true. I hate how... But in reality, women are the real demons here.
Okay. I guess this is what you'd call when the other shoe drops. But yeah. I'm funny.
Oh, god damn it. We just want a happy relationship. Is it so much to ask for? Yes.
Yes,
Yes, it is. Oh, look.
it's 2025. Such high asking is just not in the cards. You just have to get used to not having it.
More misogynistic gooner fantasy slop written by misogynistic gooner men. This is why 70% of anime is garbage.
Correction, the story was written by a woman. Maybe you should fact check that one next time. Yeah. Maybe you should.
So, here's the thing. That, misogynistic gooner fantasy slop written by misogynistic gooner
Oh, she
men
knows it.
was actually written by Saiko Tanabe.
Should have known. By the way, the title is quite interesting. I'm not gonna give spoilers. No, no. If you want to know why it's interesting, you have to watch the anime. I'm not gonna give it away. No. Have to behave.
A woman wrote this story. And I feel like a very important detail everyone is sleeping on when they covered this was the fact that this is very much the female fantasy as well. A man loving you for who you are despite your flaws, literally sweeping you off your feet and carrying you around on adventures.
You can even see the drag marks on the screen. You can see that she was dragging herself here. And then from here, these are footsteps. Just saying.
Helping you live out your dreams, face your fears, and supporting you through the good and bad times. You're going to sit here and tell me that's not the female fantasy too? Is this not the basic female fantasy? Is this not the knight in shining armor coming to rescue you and falling in love with you? Why on earth are so many women so mad at this? Are men now the hopeless romantics? Are men now the ones yearning for a fairy tale romance? Is this why all the Disney remakes are like, she's not gonna be saved by the prince, she's a strong, independent woman? Meanwhile, men still want to be the prince, men still want to be the knight in shining armor. Men are like, I will save you from your monotonous 9-to-5 job. I will give you a house and babies. And women are like, no, I must be an actuarial consultant. Be gone, vile misogynist.
What is going on? I need answers.
Is that what is occurring here? Also, that aside, there literally is a gender-swapped version of this story.
Oh. I'm writing that one down. Perfect world by oh. Oh, riaruka. Oh, there's a live action movie about it. And a TV drama. Okay, I have that one saved.
Called Perfect World. It is a manga. Manga? Mango?
Bad. It's manga, and how dare you? I'm coming for you.
Oh, no. Do not come for me, weeb.
I am coming for you. Like, no, you are not getting away with this one. You shall feel my presence. I'm coming. Oh, shit. That's gonna be taken out of context. But I'm coming for you, Shoe0nHead. How dare you? God damn it.
Men will statistically leave their wives and partners the moment they find out they're disabled or have a life-threatening condition. You're right, it is a fantasy. Actually, that study was debunked by the authors themselves.
Yeah, I was about to say that was absolutely debunked. It's absolutely not true. So, yeah, nah.
Who admitted they did the math wrong. It's actually not much higher, but then again, even if it was, and it happens, I've seen it happen to people, it's terrible. Marriage should be through sickness and through health, but that's not really the point here. And the fact that so many people are focusing on the wheelchair part of this just proves that they just don't get it. The ones of pure mind and pure soul get it, but these...
Yeah, so many people don't get it because they do not look into it. You just saw a small clip that captures nothing, literally nothing of the movie. It captures a very small, heartwarming scene, and people just absolutely go apeshit.
Semen demons out here, they don't get it. But not all semen demons. The amount of people in comments who just don't get that men want a cute, loving girlfriend is beyond me. They call them creeps for wanting actual love and not a girl boss who only wants your money. Ah, thank you, a sane person. Hopefully the replies aren't full of people calling her a pick-me.
Yeah, I was about to pause before and say that it's gonna be full of pick-me.
Alert, least obvious pick-me. Me, pick me please. Hope he picks you, sis. Pick me. An incel could have written this.
Really?
Fuck. Why are so many VTubers either pick-me's or racist?
What? I would like to believe that I'm in neither of those groups. Thank you very much for assuming. I hope you have a great day.
You mean why do so many female VTubers disagree with you? Why so many aren't towing the mainstream liberal feminist NPC line? Because they can. See, the most powerful weapon women have against other women is social ostracization. You don't want to be seen as a pick-me or a racist, so you keep your mouth shut in order to survive in female social circles. But in the cases of VTubers, virtual YouTubers, they're basically anonymous.
Yes and no. You see, I'm 100% sure she's gonna talk about this. But yeah, even VTubers get attacked. There are so many people who get doxxed and information leaks and shit like that. So, and people are just hurtful all around. So you have to be very careful what you do.
They can say anything they want. They're basically wearing a mask. They're free from the chains of the eternal HR Longhouse. But apparently, even being anonymous online does not save them because they still get doxxed for simply not hating men.
Yeah. Yep. This is what can happen. GG.
Lovely. Maybe I should save this rant for a different video someday. Moving on.
Ooh. She's gonna make a VTuber video. Nice.
Men are why we can't have nice things, by the way. Well, men...
No.
Make all the things.
Number one pick me. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you, Shoe0nHead.
Thank Also, I just realized it was a man saying that. It was a whole-ass man saying men are why we can't have nice things. I don't deserve this trophy. This is for you, sir. This is for you. I'm not worthy. Listen, I make women jokes. I'm very critical of feminism and propaganda aimed at women. But you will never catch me in a million years saying some shit like women are why we can't have nice things.
Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough.
I have a mom, I have female family members, I have female friends, maybe one day I'll have a daughter. Women make the world a beautiful place, and like men, can be flawed and deserve criticism, like anyone else. But there's something genuinely so cucked about people who put down their own gender or race. Oh god, race. Self-hating white people. Don't get me started on self-hating white people.
Present.
White people are so evil. I hate being white. White people can't dance. White people food is so gross. You're not getting into Wakanda, bro. You're not getting invited to the cookout.
I wanted to go to the cookout.
Enough. But yeah, women were not the only ones who had a problem with this. There were a lot of men who didn't quite relate to this being the average male fantasy. It's
I
fine
wonder
to
why.
love the disabled. I didn't need to remind you that. But you glorify it? This anime is certainly Marxist propaganda.
What?
The movie is about him taking a job as her caretaker, and when he learns of her dreams, he makes it his mission to help her dreams come true. So it is Marxist propaganda to help a disabled person pursue their dream?
Yeah, that's... Thank you. That is absolutely... Well, it's not really him taking a job as a caretaker. It's more like he saves her, and then he gets invited to a dinner because he was kind enough to save her, and then her grandma just told him of like, oh yeah, you're working from tomorrow for me, thank you. So the guy just like had absolutely no choice. He was offered good money for it, and he was like, yeah, well, okay, I guess I need to save money, so hell yeah, good money.
Yeah, it's woven in. Empathy is the target of propaganda.
What? What?
Marxism is when girl in wheelchair. I love this. Empathy is the target of propaganda. Every piece of media that makes you feel empathy is communism. Political brain rot.
Nice.
You're at the point where you
I
see
love
this,
communism.
and you're thinking of communism, you need to log off. You are unwell. I'm sorry, but when I reproduce, I don't want a high probability of my offspring being mentally or physically retarded. We need a better class of incels whose bar is higher than the retarded.
Okay. You should have no rights to reproduce. Absolutely no rights. Like, you should not reproduce. How about that? Let's make the world a better place and do not reproduce. Please do this favor for us. Thank you.
She's not retarded, she has a spinal injury that's not genetic. Also, what is this LARP? I love how everyone is just kind of having like a normal conversation about this clip, and this guy just comes out of nowhere like, I would never put my pure white seed in such a vile creature. Like, you absolutely know this guy has a non-white girlfriend. They all do, all these like, I hate white people women always have white boyfriends. All these, I hate non-white people boys always have non-white girlfriends. I don't know what it is, but I've seen it too many times.
Yeah,
I guarantee you
that's
when this man
how it
logs
is.
off of his Black Sun Roman statue Twitter account, he's clapping Latina booty cheeks. My fantasy is not being a simp, but okay. Fellas,
What?
is it simping to love a woman?
Yes. Yes. No, it's not. It's just... What?
Nah, this is not the male fantasy. That man is a beta male. If she wasn't in a wheelchair, she would leave him for Chad. Fellas, is it beta to love a woman?
What?
This is not my fantasy. This is some gay shit, to be honest. Fellas, is it gay to love a woman?
What? I think that's the least gay thing, to love a woman. So, what's going on?
No pussy does to a motherfucker. Brother, I've seen what pussy does to a motherfucker, and it's far worse. The average male fantasy is taking care of their crippled wife. I don't think I've ever had that fantasy before. I thought it was gonna be about going on some quest to kill the dragon to win the princess or something. It is. That is the average male fantasy. But there are no dragons to slay. There are
Yeah. I wish there were dragons to slay. That would be cool.
no princesses to save. But there is that little old lady in the grocery store who can't quite reach that top shelf.
And that's why you pick up the item and put it even higher. No. Do not do that, please. Ugh. That was so evil from me.
There's that heavy box the pretty girl you work with can't quite lift herself. There's that jar of tomato sauce your wife can't quite open.
And then what you do is you take the tomato jar, you open it, you show it to her that you opened it, and then you close it even tighter than before. No. That was a joke. Do not do that. They will get mad at you. I've tried it.
There's that Lego set your little son can't quite put together himself. Or there is this paraplegic girl who wants to see the ocean. This is the Princess and the Dragon story. And despite what many are told, men do have a lot of love to give. And they want some kind of excuse or mechanism to show that love. In a world where men expressing themselves is either seen as toxic or gay. And one way of expressing that love is solving problems. Men fucking love solving problems. I don't know what it is. They also love reading Wikipedia articles. The amount of times I walked over and my husband...
Oh. Yes, Wikipedia articles. Oh my god. Continue.
Reading a random fucking Wikipedia article about like the world's tallest buildings or like a random battle in World War II. I didn't know if this was autism or what, but apparently it's a man thing. Anyway, yes, men love solving problems. And in a world that makes them feel useless, makes them feel like they have no purpose, men desperately feel like they need to prove their worth. They are desperately looking for a purpose in life. So it is not at all shocking to me that the modern young man is seeing a clip like this and longing for this. A lot of modern men don't have a chance to prove themselves, to make something of their lives. They don't have a chance to provide anything for anyone because they don't have anything to provide and they don't have anyone. They are doing everything their grandfathers did, but seeing none of the results. They're lost. What can they provide?
Their time and effort. That's basically it.
And as I said earlier, her being in a wheelchair is the protector and provider instinct taken to a extreme. And yes, it is a fantasy considering if you ask anyone who's actually in a wheelchair, they know it's not all butterflies and rainbows, and they know that it's hard on relationships. It can be difficult on their partner. But just like in the movie, it's not shown as butterflies and rainbows. Josie feels like a burden. But towards the end of the movie, the guy takes on that burden. Not because he gets something in return, but because it's his duty. Because it makes her happy, which makes him happy in return. Loyalty, duty, virtue, acts of service, big or small. Men live for that shit. And yes, these are stereotypes. Not everyone fits into these boxes, blah, 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 blah. But for the most part, it's true. When many men look at this relationship, that is what they see. And a lot of modern women are looking at this relationship and being disgusted because in a way, it's the complete inverse of the strong, independent woman they've been sold. They've been told they need to be. The modern woman crafted by modern Disney for modern audiences. Unlike the Hollywood-crafted modern woman, this woman does need her man. She is not strong and she's not independent, at least physically. This doesn't mean she's like an empty vessel with no thoughts or freedom.
Yeah, as I mentioned previously, she is absolutely a rascal. She causes more trouble than anybody in the movie.
No, in fact, in the movie, Josie does roll away from him a few times. It is a fantasy not because of a power imbalance, but because the man has a tangible purpose, and the woman is willingly and lovingly letting him fulfill that purpose.
Except when there is no love or willingness to fulfill that purpose, and she's absolutely just messing with him.
Because I can depend on you. I know that if I ever feel frightened, I can just reach out to you.
Okay. that is a scene in the movie, and it is a pretty meaningful scene at the quite end of it.
Men simply want something good to die for, to make it beautiful to live. This manifests in a lot of ways, but the most common is having a loving partner and or a family. Something unobtainable to many people nowadays. So yes, literally one of the most normal things ever is becoming a fantasy. Sad. Also, men will deny this, but they absolutely have a biological clock. It may not hit in your teens or your 20s, but one day you're going to have a...
No, there is no biological clock. That's false. No.
dream you have a little daughter making you pancakes with your wife in the morning.
Nope.
You're not going to be able to get it out of your head. And that is the male biological clock. Everything you do, the money you make working that grating 9-to-5 job, it will all be for something bigger and more important than yourself one day. You will come home to a warm and happy home, greeted by people who care about you, and love you, and rely on you, and everything will make sense then. Until then, you'll just be on the internet, being called a misogynist.
Great. I guess only these two options exist.
For wanting something bigger and more important than yourself. For wanting something beautiful and normal. And that is the average male fantasy. That and 3 hot chicks at once. Hell yeah, brother!
No 3 hot chicks at once.
Haha, you know what I'm saying? So that was that little video. Men in the comments, let me know. Am I correct? Is that the average male fantasy?
No.
Or is it not that deep? Men and women in the comments, what is your fantasy? And no, I don't mean that. I don't want to hear about how you want to be crushed by a 12-foot futa. That is between you and God, not you and Shoe0nHead. I mean, what is your ultimate dream? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want a nice big family one day? Do you want to own a farm? Do you want to live in a shed in the woods and make pipe bombs? Let me know in the comments and I will see you soon with a new video.
Okay. Whew. So, no. It is interesting. Ta-da! But yeah. It is quite interesting. I did expect that it's gonna go bad. I just did not expect it's gonna go this bad. God save us all. And on that note, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, whatever, if you want. Or if you don't, then don't do it. And I'll see you guys next time. Well, I'm definitely going to see you on Twitch because I mostly stream and I'm only going to upload VODs here. So, see you guys soon. Peace out. Bye.